Have you subscribed yet? Before this video starts, all you've got to do is take 2 seconds of your time. If you haven't already, subscribe. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. You're watching One-Way's Football's Match Week Madness. We're back again. That was a bit of a tongue twister then. Did you see how I nearly slipped up with that?
I did notice, yeah. Oh, I did notice.
Good. Look, we've been trying to get into the new century of technical things, of like the cameras and that. Look, Johnny's on board with it, so we've got this brand new show, Match Week Madness. We've had to change it up a little bit, obviously because of the departure of Ed, but we do have a new co-host coming on the show in the next couple of weeks when the season starts. But for now, it's just me, Harry, and the main man, Johnny, as well. So, look, listen, throughout this show, we are going to be talking about hot topics. We're going to be doing our predictions, and we're going to have a brand new segment of the show, which is Turnip of the Week. I showed this to Johnny earlier on the phone. He was quite amused with it. I think like every week we'll find a turnip of the week. Someone that's just absolutely done like something stupid or outrageous.
Okay.
Is there any turnip of the weeks you can think of at the moment?
Yeah, I saw one yesterday actually. I don't know if anyone's seen it. It was Barnet against, I can't remember who it was against now, but the goalkeeper made a real. It was against Fleetwood. That was it, and he made a real howl. He came out with the ball initially, nearly lost it and got away with it. Like 2 minutes later, he does the same thing and just gives it away, and the bloke just runs it into the empty net. So the Barnet goalkeeper, I don't know his name, but if you can put it up,
he would get turnip of the week then, would he?
terrible. Yeah. Barnet
well, I'm actually a bit worse for wear today. I can't do it anymore, Johnny. I went to Salford's opening game yesterday of the league. They lost 3-1. I don't think since living in Manchester I've been to a Salford game, rugby or football, they've never won. They're not good.
No, and I think more to the point, you told me there's only one bar open.
There was one bar open. That was horrendous. Yeah, Gary Neville needs to sort it out. That is horrendous. They had all them kiosks, all of them closed, apart from one little shack that you could get a drink from, and people getting their burgers and that from it. The queue was like longer than the pitch. It was madness.
Was there nothing inside the concourse when you got in?
No, because the ground itself on the outside is just like little burger shacks. So when you get into the ground, there's nothing really there. You know, it's just the stand itself, and that's it really. They've got a club shop around the entranceway, and that's about it. But some people were just looking at the queue and just going, "Oh no, stuff that." You know, lost out so much money in like revenue from that. It's pointless. I get you're trying to save money, but you know, clubs these days, you should be opening day as well. You should be up and ready for it.
You should be. Bit of a hectic start to the match as well. Miss Penn and
yeah. Miss Penn. It was just all over the place, really. But I think after the 80th minute, I just had enough. No, I'm going in, getting anything out of this now.
Don't blame you.
Before the hordes of people.
Yeah, we was at Legoland away.
Oh, Legoland away, yeah, good fixture.
Legoland away. I think we won 4-1.
Good fixture, good fixture. Eh?
Yeah, the
well put together, that fixture.
Well, yeah, we conceded when we got to the log flume. God, we got a beating there, I tell you. Legoland away. It was about 8,000 of us.
Was that not including the pieces? No.
What's that?
That wasn't including every single piece.
Well, there was loads of pieces, but
set pieces. There we go. Set pieces.
Set piece. Set pieces. So I was going to say, just on the football topic of Lego, they've got like a mini land there, as you know, where they do like Lego of London, Paris, Egypt, and all that, and it's like all mini town, and it's done perfectly. It's just nice to see a couple of football stadiums. They can make them.
Oh,
That'd
well,
be
like
nice.
it made about the yeah.
Yeah, in the mini land, yeah. So you like where, for example, where they've got Paris, they could put maybe PSG Stadium or Wembley for the London one they've done, or I don't know. But just quite nice to see that. Like build a couple of football
Where is it?
stadiums.
Where is Legoland again? Where is
Windsor.
Legoland? Windsor. Okay, all right. And does
So
Windsor have a stadium? Did they have their stadium there, or
nearest stadium to Windsor is Reading.
did they have the Reading one there?
No,
Oh, they did Reading dirty, didn't they? They've
they
done
did.
Reading dirty.
And the nickname for Reading is the Royals as well. So it was been done again. But
No.
it's all no, it's all very intricate. Like Buckingham Palace, for example, they've got the king and queen on the balcony. It's really, really quite to the exact bit, you know.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah, more football stadiums. Legoland away. Don't wear colours. There'll
Don't
be
wear
trouble.
colours. There's enough colour there. But
Yeah.
look, listen, I was actually looking at, I think our topic of today should be what we was going to talk about on the Tottenham 101 fan talk. We was talking about officials and how they've been chosen and how they've been picked, and also the technology that's been brought in. And it was something that we were going to talk about. So, Johnny, what is your like thoughts on this new technology, and or do you think it just completely ruins the game in general? Should we go back to basics?
Oh well, there's a debate for VAR and a debate against it. As I said before in the other video, I think it takes too long to get a decision out. The amount of replays they ask for, the reverse angles, and sometimes it's so clear, James, whether it's a handball or it's a foul, or it shouldn't take that long. So something has to come into play. There's got to be some kind of, if they can't decide in 60 seconds, then don't give it. If they're that unsure, or just stick with the referee's decision. So the referee's not given a goal or not given handball, play on like we used to. You know, it's frustrating because in a season before VAR came in, we had like, you know, you get offsides go against you. You think, no, it's not offside, and it wasn't, but you get it back another way. So it swings and roundabouts. But VAR takes too long, and this is the problem. I think if it didn't take that long, it would work. But it's too long to make a decision.
Yeah,
You know.
it takes up so much time, and you know the days are gone of when we used to like have to squint and see if like because of the freeze frames and that and decide ourselves after the decision had been made. Now it seems that the referees have to be at that sideline squinting for about half an hour before they even make a decision, and it's come to the point where it's made the game a bit boring because you've cheered on a goal. You've sorted out the goal, and you're there with your pal next to you, and you're going away at it, and then next thing it's VAR check, and you're like, oh
well, you're right. You celebrate knowing that within 20 seconds you might not be celebrating again.
yeah,
So it's but I think if it takes more than 60 seconds, then whatever the referee's decided, you go with it. So it's as simple as that.
because I remember the days where when we used to both live abroad, Johnny, you used to come into the place where I work and have a Coke and that. And then there'd be the Liverpool fan, Stuart, and I would remember the days of you two going over and over and over and over again about the decision of it being offside or a foul tackle or, because we didn't have it back then. And it actually makes the decisions a lot better after the game's finished because everyone has their own opinion on the of what it
Yeah.
was, which makes it even more interesting to talk about. Now it's just like, well, VAR said it is, and then people will be like, oh no, VAR it's completely rubbish. You can clearly see they make these big mistakes in crucial moments, even with the technology they have now. So what's the point?
So the mistakes is a big issue here. So with VAR, I think we obviously made more correct decisions than bad ones because obviously we need to make sure everything's right. I'll give you an example of bad mistake. I don't know if you remember, it was a couple of years ago, Tottenham Liverpool at Tottenham. Luis Diaz scored to equalise. Flag went up. It went to VAR.
Yeah.
Put the lines on. It was clearly onside, and they got it wrong and gave the on-field decision of play on. So the concentration's not there. That's an issue. So that needs to be rubbed out. But like I say, if you don't know, if you can't tell in 60 seconds it's a handball or a foul or push on the keeper,
Yeah.
then whatever the referee's done, then that's the decision should be. It takes too long, and
Yeah.
until that's stamped out, I think it'd be a lot better. And
Because
also,
in this day and age, anyway, we have so much that we could talk about with, the way football has kind of been destroyed with money, the business side of it. And then
yeah,
now, on top of it, you have more technology coming in, and it's become a bit stupid within the fact of itself that fans can't really enjoy it anymore because it has just turned out to be a technical business in itself,
but
and it's just kind of thrown the game away a bit, isn't it?
but if you look at it, it benefits the team you support more so than it goes against you. Champions League quarter final, Tottenham Man City, Sterling scored, thought he won it against Tottenham. Pep on his knees, and then they go back and see Aguero was offside. Without VAR, we're out. So the correct decision was made through VAR. Without VAR, we're out. We're
But
not
then
going to.
all about if it goes the other way, then you're going to be fuming, aren't you?
But it's the correct decision. So whether I like the decision or not is correct. So if, for example, I don't know, Kudos is offside.
Has there been ever a time that you've seen it and gone, that's not right?
Loads of times it's happened. And this is the problem we've got with VAR. Whoever's sitting in Stockley Park really needs to be a bit more focused on it.
I know we talked about this before in other situations. Did you see the photo of the official in that room? And if you zoom in on his phone, he's got Bet365 up on his phone.
Well, I mean, that's speculation. I mean, I wouldn't think any Premier League official would be doing that, to be honest. There's kinds of fix and this and that and blah, blah, blah. But, every team gets their decisions and every team doesn't get their decisions. But if the decision is correct, it's correct. Offside's a bit easier now because you've got the semi-automated, cartoon thing they've got now, which shows you within seconds if it's on or off, which is great. And you've got the goal line technology, which I said the other day, which I think is really good.
We was actually touching on the point as well with the offside thing of how they let it play on until the ball's been put out of play or or it's a goal, which is really weird. And I think if the linesman calls it and should put his flag up straight away and that's it. Why are we letting it go so far?
The reason being is because years ago you put your flag up, it's offside.
It's done. The play stops.
Yeah. Striker moans, it's not offside, and then you get on with it. Now it carries on. The reason being is because VAR is there to check it. So what they're saying is
crazy. So now we're going back on risking players getting injured.
This is it. So I think if it's really clear that somebody's offside, put your flag up. If it's really clear. If it's touch and go, let it play on. With the injury thing, I mean, that's part and parcel of the game. But you've really got to look at if it's really clear. If somebody's 3 or 4 yards offside, put the flag up. There's no point in letting him run on, go around the keeper, put it in the back of the net, then the flag goes up.
I think the choice in officials as well needs to be changed. I'm sick and tired of hearing, this whole he supports that club. I mean, who was it that supported Man United? That supports Man United, the referee. I know there's been a few, isn't there? There were speculations with Dean as well.
Well, they are vetted before they become a referee. They are fully checked.
Yeah, I feel like there is a bit of in-links though, isn't there? Like I think do you know what I said? I think that they should do is it's probably impossible to do anyway, but we should have foreign referees. So like your Spanish ones or Italian ones coming in that don't have any in-link with an English team.
I'm not sure if the referees here have that, to be honest. I mean, it's difficult to prove, but surely they get paid enough to referee a game correctly and not have any bias towards them. Everyone went on about Howard Webb back in the days, a Man United fan, all that. Man United always won.
Yeah,
it is. I mean, Pedro Mendes against Man United. all those years ago when the ball went over the line. You know, it's how it is. It's at the end of the day, we're all human. We all make mistakes. So you know, but with VAR, if you've got 9 or 10 different angles or something, and it takes you more than a minute, then there's something wrong.
Women referees, you think that's okay?
The what? Sorry,
women referees.
Women referees doesn't matter whether they're male or female to me.
No.
As long as they can keep up with the game, as long as they give the right decisions, then yeah. You know, things like fouls and things, that's been going on for years. We always moan about our team giving away a foul, don't we? You know, that's not a foul. It is a foul half the time, but we always moan about it to get the ref on side. But I think what I will say, some referees I think are influenced by the crowd. So you're at home, you've got a big home crowd there, and home crowd roar, it's not a foul. Sometimes it can influence them to give that free kick or a penalty or whatever it is. But that's part and parcel of the game, to be honest. But yeah, it's length of time. That's it. If you sort the length of time out, you're fine, I think.
Yeah, like you say, it's becoming ridiculous when we're getting 9 to 10 minutes added on. Like you look at that clock, and if you're winning 1-0 and you see 9, 10 minutes going on, you go, game's done. They're going to get a draw out of this.
Well, I've always said this, and I said this for a very, very long time, for many, many years. We should adapt the rugby way of doing time.
I said this as well, yeah.
Ball goes out of play, stop the clock.
Yeah.
Except for a throw-in, because throw-ins are quick. So throw-ins are exempt. But a corner, until the ball's kicked from the goal kick, once a free kick's been taken, start the clock again. And then you've got a true value of time. So once the clock stops, you don't have to play injury time anymore. It plays you up to 90 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it. I think the ball's in play for about 52 minutes of a match.
Right.
That's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah. So yeah, stop the clock. Why not? I've always said this, but they don't want to do it. Stop the clock. Yeah,
stop the clock. There's other things that I would like probably to see in there. I think, having a timeout for players would suit maybe a better scenario than.
Well, we don't want to go down that American route, though, do we? Of all that. Calling breaks.
I don't know, but like if you hear me out a second, if if it's not even that bad, like there's stuff that I feel that decisions that refs make that really grind my gears in a way, because you look at it and you go, how's he sending him off for that? How's he doing that? There's so many crucial mistakes that they do make. Why not just give the player a timeout or just go sit down for 5 minutes or 10 minutes? Cool down.
So you mean
shoving and pushing here and there?
Yeah, but we don't want to rugby it either, don't we? Rugby do that. Sin bin it, come back. Basketball, sin bin, come back. Now, I don't know. I think your 2 years is enough warning for me. You've been booked once, do it again, you're off.
Well, yeah. I mean, but some of these refs can't even get that right. They, giving players for stupid reds that shouldn't even.
Again, that's what VAR's there for.
But that's what I mean. It's uncorrected, isn't it? Really.
Well, I think they want to let the ref the game, unless it's a clear and obvious error, as they keep saying. So if it's a high tackle, and they look at it and go, actually, it is a high tackle, it's worthy of a red, then yeah. If they're unsure, then they'll tell the ref, look, we don't think it's a red, it's a yellow. Go and have a look at it. What I don't like is when the referees go to the screen after they've been told to and go with a decision from Stockley Park. They should say, actually, no, the decision I made, I'm going to stand by. That's what I want to see. So if the referee, for example, doesn't give a penalty, waves it away, and then the play stops and VAR say, I want you, ref, to go and look at the videos. Like, we think it's a foul.
Yeah.
And he looks at it. I want him to go, well, actually, I still don't think it's a foul. I'm not going to give a pen. Because 9 times out of 10, they go, yeah, all right, I'll give the pen. So I want refs to be a bit more, actually, you know what? I'm going to stick to my decision. I don't think he was clipped.
Yeah, there should be more power with the referees. Would you even think that the referee could be allowed to overturn what the VAR say?
Like, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so VAR would only subjective matters. So things like a trip in the box, clear goal scoring opportunity, things like that. That's subjective, or a handball. So let's say there's a handball in the box Referee waves it on. VAR stop the game and go, actually, we think he moved his hand towards the ball. It's a penalty. That's when the referee should go to the screen and go, actually, no, I'm going to stick with my decision. Because like I said, when they do come back, they always go back with the VAR decision. Yeah, we'll give it. So 9 times out of 10, when they go to that screen, they're going to give the VAR decision.
Do you know what would be actually quite interesting if they brought in a statistic, sorry, was that a statistic? Statistic, yeah. I'm glad you're here, Johnny. Bring in like maybe that bars only allowed to be used maybe like twice or 3 times a game. Do you know what I mean? So then it makes it more interesting that the referee has to make if he's used up all 3 of them decisions, then the referee has to then continue the game without VAR.
Yeah. So cricket have got that. So you've got 3 reviews each.
Yeah.
And then once it's reviewed, you've only got 2 left.
Yeah.
If you use
if they've used the whole lot up, then it's up to the ref to continue the game by himself. You know.
I don't know, but I think VAR will work, and it will work if it's sped up, because at the minute it's too slow. And I know this, and we need more. Going back, rewinding things. Sometimes I'm thinking, hang on a minute, I can't see that. So if they can't see it and we can't see it, you can't give a decision. If the referee says goal kick, give the goal kick. It's not a penalty; it's a goal kick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, was the keeper foul? Was this other one and all this one in line of the goalkeeper? Where's a player meant to stand?
Yeah.
What a load of nonsense. Surely a player's, he's not in an offside position, but he's standing in front of the goalkeeper. He's allowed to stand in front of the goalkeeper.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I think also they get there's a lot of decisions made by a lot of decisions. Any foul on the keeper, they tend to get quite a lot as well. That needs stamping out. They have brought in the rule of now. What we're talking about is if a keeper takes longer than 8 seconds to clear the ball, it goes to a corner to the opposition. That's a great idea, because at the minute this 6-second rule, no one ever uses it.
Yeah.
These teams at the bottom, right? Every single time they're drawing 0-0, 75 minutes on the clock, and the keeper's just messing about. Gets a yellow card, does it again, never gets sent off. Give a corner to the opposition, that will change it all. So that's a good idea. I think that's a good one.
Yeah. I suppose. Yeah, you've hit the nail in the coffin there. Yeah, that should happen. Yeah. Harry, Harry, I want to speak to Harry actually. Let's let Harry have a little word. Harry, what do you want to see changing? What do you want to see changes in the Premier League? What would you like to see changed?
What kind of things do you want to see change in the Premier League? Because I tell you what, he doesn't like. You don't like those signs, do you? That are being held up.
No, I don't like those.
No, so
I don't like those.
Tell him what you don't like about the signs.
It's just boring. Just don't like it.
Boring. What signs are we talking about here?
Like, can I have your shirt and all that?
Oh, can we have your shirt signs, right? Yeah. No, I totally agree with you on this, Harry, because I think it's unfair to other fans that are trying to get the same shirt, and it makes them probably feel singled out if they're,
thing is though, right? If Tottenham's a big stadium, right, and so is the Emirates, and so is Old Trafford, right, and whatever. Yeah. You're sitting in row 75 or 79, right, and you've got a kid with Porro can have your shirt. He ain't going to see you. You're bloody in row 75.
Right, you're like an ant to him.
Yeah, so I'm not. I can't be.
The only good thing about being up there is to throw paper airplanes. Did you ever see that video? And someone flies it right into the.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, when we have a tifo at time, when you hold up the things, the tifo.
Yeah.
They tend to be thrown onto the pitch.
Yeah, we have one of them as well.
Yeah, yours is a curtain.
Ours is a shower curtain.
Shower. Yeah, but there's certain, there's certain players you don't like, is there, in the Premier League? One of them being Joe Linton.
Oh, okay.
Again, I watched the Tottenham game today, and again, little elbow. Loves a little elbow, that fella. So we've got
He actually got really wound up when that new lad Dowins, The
Yeah,
15-year-old, he completely done him, and he's got a bit of a
yeah,
short temper. That Linton.
yeah. What did he call him? What did they call him today?
Joe Wellington.
So we were
Was it
streaming.
Jew?
No,
Joe Wellington.
Joe Ellington. So basically, we were watching it in Portuguese today,
Yeah.
and Portuguese going Joe Ellington. Who the hell was Joe Wellington? And it's bloody Joe Lington. Yeah, Joe Ellington. And by the way, that's great. That's another good thing as well. If you're ever streaming, not illegally, but if you're ever streaming and watching
Don't
it
have
in
any of
another
them
language,
sticks.
Arabic is fantastic because you get really bizarre things. He doesn't come up for breath, the bloke.
Well, the Arabic ones, yeah.
Yeah. Kane, son, Kane, son, Kane. It's like bloody hell. Yeah.
And then when they
And
score,
also,
they're all like,
yeah, changes in the game. If you want one other thing on changes in the game, 3 p.m. blackout. And it's really now. It's got to win. I mean, Sky now is. If I just go forward, these you don't get asked it. So Sky now. Hang on, sorry, this is your new background doing all this.
We'll get it. We will get it eventually. Don't worry. We will get it eventually.
There we go. So, 3 p.m. blackout. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, like your background's blacking you out.
I tell you what. Hang on. Yeah. Right. There you go. I won't move. Don't move.
There we go. Yeah. No, it's ridiculous with the blackouts because people don't get a chance to watch football as it is anyway. Even those that can't afford to go to games because it's too expensive. And then when you do have it on TV, you can't watch it anyway. So what's the point?
Well, I'm not saying here that we should show all 3 o'clock games because that's ridiculous. But I think you should at least have a choice of paying for it. So if Arsenal are playing Bournemouth on a 3 o'clock on a Saturday, right? And they go on about all these illegal sticks and all that. I mean, I don't have one. I use Sky, but these you'll clamp out the illegalness if you say.
I like the way you had to put that in, then, Johnny. Like, I don't have one.
The 3 o'clock blackout really needs to stop because it's not going to affect the lower league crowds. You're still going to go and watch Salford on a Saturday.
Yeah.
And unless you're physically going home and away to watch your team, the 3 o'clock blackout won't affect you. But for the ones that don't go to all the games, that go now and again, it will affect you. So that really needs to be stamped out.
Yeah, and there was obviously the point of they were going to start to do the free views. Like I think was it BBC or someone or ITV were going to.
And they
stopped it. It's an ongoing thing, isn't it? Like, why can't we just have maybe one? Even if they showed one game on Freeview, like obviously Sky and TNT are going to get the first dibs of the games, and you could put on even if it was like I don't know, like Leeds versus Norwich or something. I don't know, like if they were in the Prem, but I'm saying.
But why should they give it for free when everyone else pays for it? So I'm paying
this is it, isn't it? Yeah.
Why should Joe Bloggs next door to me sit there and watch Man United versus Liverpool for free on ITV when I'm paid my subscription?
Yeah.
It's
a weird one. I mean, but then it would be like luck of the draw, wouldn't it? On Freeview, you don't really know what team is going to come out.
Yeah.
It's just
we can't keep catering to armchair fans. We can't.
Yeah.
We can't do it. And like I say, you've got to take supporting football seriously. You can't just do
pubs
it
and stuff like that. It's for pubs.
Pubs pay a fee. So the pubs pay a higher price for Sky and TNT. The reason being is on how big and busy their bar is. So if a bar's taking £20,000 during a football match, Sky charge them a lot more than somebody taking £100 during a football match. So they do pay a higher premium in the pubs. That's why you've got a little pint glass when you go in on the right-hand side of the screen. That pint glass, so that's what that is. So the pubs pay a lot, but they do coin off it when the game's on. So it swings and roundabouts,
Yeah. Well, it's we've hit on a few topics anyway today. Obviously, when the show starts up, when this league begins, we're going to be doing our turnip of the week, and it was Owen Evans for Owen Evans, yeah, he would have
yeah.
got turnip of the week this week.
Turnip of the week, absolutely useless. Poor lad.
Yeah, turnip of the week for Evans.
Yeah,
And then obviously we'll be having our predictions as well. Each week
yeah.
we'll be doing our predictions with Jake. We're going to start it off again with the points because of circumstances. And yeah, look, listen, I think the new season is going to hit off with a bang. I think there's going to be a few surprises in the first 10 games that we're not going to. How did the match end today? Anyway, did you beat Newcastle?
1-1.
It was 1-1 in the end. Yeah.
1-1.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't mention the Son all day, but he's
Oh yeah, Son leaving.
yeah,
I totally
yeah.
forgot.
It's all right.
Yeah,
He's
well,
gone.
what's your thought? Well, quickly before you
Yeah,
because
he'll be talked about like Hoddle, Gaza, Kane. That's how he'll be looked at in 50, 60 years' time. How we talk about the legends before,
yeah,
because he is, and he stuck around. After Kane left, he stuck around. He didn't have to. He could have gone, but he stayed and he got that trophy. And I think this is a fitting tribute, really, in his home country to bow out today. Nice send off. He came off, I think, 65 minutes. And a nice send off. Yeah. So
is that going to affect you? Do you think?
Yeah, for sure. I think even if he's not the player he was, that presence in the dressing room is an older head. He's very well respected, isn't he? Everyone loves him, and I think that'll be missed. But things don't stay the same forever. This is football, and he was the last one of the Champions League team in 2019. Well, Ben Davies is
Really?
still there, but wasn't part of the squad. So yeah, no, it's big miss, big blow. I wish him well. There's not much more he can really do for Tottenham, to be honest.
Well, before we leave this show, I'm going to give you 5 Korean traditions
Right.
that they do only in Korea. Okay, all right. Removing your shoes is the first one. So when you remove your shoes, it's customary to remove your shoes when entering someone's home, or it doesn't matter where it is. Do you think that that's a good tradition? I think people should have anyway, shouldn't it?
Well, they should take your shoes off and go out someone's house. So let's just say,
House,
don't,
yeah, to be respectful.
Yeah.
So I think bowing is another one. Bowing it comes in number 2. Greetings show respect. I think a handshake's just all right with us though, isn't it?
I think so.
Go a bit further with the bowing and that. People think we're like Arsenal and Tottenham. We're about to fucking square off. Sorry about language. So yeah, and also the next one is their major holidays as well. So Thanksgiving is also like something that they do, but in their culture. And Chari, I don't know what that is. This is a ritual performed during holidays and special occasions to honor honor others, offering their prayers. Oh, okay. So it's like a prayer thing. Maybe like a Sunday for us. So there's 5 little facts then for to respect Son and on his way. He's been an absolute massive player in the Premier League. Many moments.
Yeah. I think a big miss for the Premier League in total as well, because obviously he's great to watch. And he don't score tap-ins, does he? So
he's
the
but
goal
like I say, maybe he
Burnley,
thought in himself, that his pace is not there anymore, and he's getting on a bit, and time to move on.
I think he's done all he can now. I would have liked to have done one more year, but he's made his decision.
And to go out on a bang, he won the Europa League, so he knows he's done it. And he's the champions of Hong Kong.
Champions of Hong Kong, and we drew in the Kupang series today. You'll never sing that.
There we go. So, onwards and upwards.
Yeah, we got a point in the Kupang series against the Geordies. You'll never sing that.
The Kupang
series, yeah. Well, one other little thing, very, very quickly, watching the game today, whoever's doing the Korean, whoever the announcer is or whatever, they kept playing music through the game. Hey Jude was being played by the Beatles for the Geordies.
Right.
And then they started playing Nice One.
What, the actual commentators?
Yeah, that was actually on the CD, like it was a track. And I'm like, what is going on here? What the devil's going? This is during the match.
Could you imagine that, Gary Neville and that fighting over who's? I want Stone Roses on, no, I want the Beatles on.
Oh, To be fair, I bet you'd had more than one bar there, though.
Well, this is it. Yeah, he would. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
You know what I mean? And was it a sellout yesterday? I saw the highlights. There's a bit of a big crowd there.
Where's that? Oh no, yeah, it's yeah. I don't know how many it holds, but it still wasn't packed though. It still wasn't full. You could still get another couple hundred in there, but
did crew bring all their allocation?
The crew, they were in full voice. To be fair, they had little banner and that, and we were all, "What the hell is that?" You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all good fun. You know, it's nice to have football back. You know, because the summers do get a bit boring, don't they? And we even struggle ourselves to what to talk about. You know,
yeah, we're getting there. Only a couple more weeks now to the Prem. There's a championship next week. We're going to chat about that, can't we?
Can't wait. It's our turn to go. Look, you stick the Hoover on, or we're watching football. Go in the other room.
Stick the Hoover on.
So not all this women football like. The real stuff's on now.
One other thing on that very quickly, it's might be a bit controversial. I read in numerous places that Serena Wiegmann should be managing a men's football team. Look,
you know what? Hold my hands up. We'll see. I would let her do it.
Why?
Oh well, then we'll see if they're good enough, aren't they? If this, you know, because they seem to like giving it out to the men as much as they want to take it. So,
to be honest, she could probably improve West Ham. Let's not lie. She probably
that's got to be the ending line right there. Look, listen, guys. Look, thank you very much for joining us on One-Way-Football.
Wiegmann for West Ham. Wiegmann for West Ham.
Leave it in.
Wiegmann in.
Brilliant. Do you imagine the scenes? They'd have a meltdown.
But tell you what, she might keep them up. And
she might keep them up. Yeah.
She might keep them up.
Maybe next week we'll have to get the West Ham fan on just to see what he responds to that.
Ask him who's better, Potter or Wiegmann. I think Wiegmann's a better manager. Something to touch on maybe next week. But listen, we'll run out of time here, lads. Harry, thank you very much for coming on, mate. You're a gem. And Johnny, he's main man. Thank you very much for coming on. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you haven't already, subscribe for more content. Hit that bell to get notified when new content comes out. And we shall see you next time on Matchweek Man at the same time on Sundays. And don't forget to look out for One-Way Football's one-on-one fan talk, where Johnny comes on, talks about Tottenham. We have other fans, West Ham, Chelsea, Arsenal. We've got the lot. But don't forget to subscribe. That is the main thing. Thank you very much, lads. Thank you for coming on. And we'll see you again soon. Anytime.
See you later, lads.
Yeah, bye. Bye-bye.